There it goes.
What is wrong with Brian Shaw's arm wrestling? Guys, apparently, in this month of May, we're going to have a training session of Devon Larratt with Brian Shaw. And you know, everybody hopes that by training and talking to Devon, Brian may come to terms to somehow join the sport. And if that happens, Brian will certainly have to add a couple of specific movements to his daily workouts. And the most important, a lot of table practice. Because by putting in practice what Devon taught him, he will then get experience and maybe even get to compete in tournaments. Although, as some of us know, that won't be the first time that Brian will be doing arm wrestling training, since he has already trained with Derek Smith. And as I was looking back at that training they had, I've noticed something quite odd that, if resolved, I think Brian might be able to already beat some good amount of pro arm wrestlers. As we see here, Brian's sort of doing a top roll on Derek, but as we know, when you're doing a top roll, you must also move to the side as well. I even saw Levan teaching that once, but as we can see, Brian isn't pulling with proper technique. He is rather dumping his body weight down as he top rolls. And you know, there might be some enormous force as he does this. But I think, if he does with the proper technique, either some top roll with some side pressure, or some posting with back pressure, his body strength may be much better utilized. And Devon himself said that he'll be teaching Brian the posting. And this is great for him, since as soon as you have the post, you most likely will always get to center. But something that would be interesting to teach Brian would be on how to use his back. And I say this because there's lots of times that I'm seeing a strong guy arm wrestling, but due to his absence of technique, he can't really apply much pressure. They always seem to try to only rely on their arm strength. But little that they know, they could be using other muscle groups to do the pulling. So the bottom line is, Brian has everything to be a great puller, but firstly, he would need some good coaching as well. And who better than Devon to teach him, right? But what about you guys? What's the style that you think Brian should be pulling on? Leave down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.